Trust. It's the foundation upon which relationships, partnerships, and societies are built. It's the invisible thread that binds individuals together, enabling cooperation and growth. Yet this seemingly simple virtue is among the most fragile, easily shattered by lies, betrayal, jealousy, and ambiguity. How many times have you found yourself doubting someone's sincerity, questioning their motives, or feeling the sting of betrayal? These experiences, as painful as they may be, serve as stark reminders of trust's importance and its precarious nature. We live in a world where self-deception, duplicity, and envy are commonplace, eroding trust not only in personal relationships, but also in professional and societal contexts. As we navigate this complex landscape, it becomes crucial to identify the signs of untrustworthiness and understand their profound impact. From the self-deluding lies of individuals to the treacherous actions of two-faced personas, from the poison of jealousy to the shadow of ambiguity, and finally, the betrayal of sacred secrets, each element tells a cautionary tale. This exploration will dive deep into these facets, shedding light on how they manifest in everyday life and in the actions of powerful figures who have shaped history. By understanding these dynamics, we can not only protect ourselves, but also foster relationships rooted in genuine trust and mutual respect. The weight of self-deception. Recognizing self-lies. One of the most profound red flags is self-deception. While occasional self-delusions like promising to start a diet next week are harmless, chronic self-deception is far more insidious. Individuals who rewrite their realities to avoid confronting uncomfortable truths often find themselves lost in a labyrinth of lies. Their inability to be honest with themselves invariably spills over into their relationships. For instance, consider Jake, a man who prided himself on his financial discipline and rigorous morning runs. Yet his reality was far removed from his claims. Jake's financial struggles and failed commitments to fitness weren't the fault of external circumstances, as he insisted, but stemmed from his refusal to confront his shortcomings. His self-deception created a web of chaos, making it impossible for anyone, including himself, to depend on him. Another example can be drawn from prominent public figures. Take the case of Elizabeth Holmes, the founder of Theranos. Holmes built a facade of success and innovation, claiming revolutionary breakthroughs in blood testing technology. Yet, beneath the surface, her company's technology was deeply flawed. Her self-deception not only misled investors, but also endangered patients. This illustrates how chronic self-delusion can spiral into destructive consequences, both personally and professionally. Why it matters when someone cannot face their truths. They are unlikely to confront the reality of their actions within relationships. They may manipulate shared experiences, rewrite history to suit their narrative, and avoid accountability. Trusting such individuals is akin to relying on a shadow illusory and fleeting. In high-stakes environments such as business or politics, self-deception can ripple outward, eroding trust on a societal scale. Consider political leaders who deny evident facts to maintain their image. A well-known example is Richard Nixon during the Watergate scandal. His refusal to admit wrongdoing and his web of lies ultimately led to his downfall. Nixon's self-deception not only tarnished his legacy, but also eroded public trust in government institutions. This case underscores the far-reaching consequences of ignoring the truth. The two-faced persona, the art of duplicity. Duplicity is another hallmark of untrustworthiness. Two-faced individuals wear masks that shift depending on their audience. They'll praise you in public but criticize you in private, creating a facade of loyalty while undermining your confidence. Take Nancy, for example. She exuded warmth and support during face-to-face interactions, yet behind closed doors, she painted her colleagues in an unflattering light. This betrayal, discovered too late, left a trail of damaged relationships and shattered trust. On a larger stage, consider political figures like Benedict Arnold, whose betrayal during the American Revolutionary War made his name synonymous with treachery. Arnold's outward loyalty to the American cause masked his secret dealings with the British. His duplicity was not only a personal failure, but a betrayal of an entire movement, demonstrating the devastating impact of two-faced behavior. More recently, consider public figures like Lance Armstrong. Once a celebrated athlete, Armstrong's image as a philanthropic and determined competitor masked years of deceit involving performance-enhancing drugs. His duplicity not only destroyed his reputation, but also shattered the trust of millions who admired his story of resilience. Armstrong's actions serve as a modern reminder of how two-faced behavior can undermine even the most seemingly unassailable legacies. The cost of betrayal. Two-faced individuals not only erode trust but also weaponize it. They may use your vulnerabilities against you, twisting shared confidences into tools for their gain. Recognizing this behavior early can save you from the emotional whiplash that accompanies their betrayal. A poignant example of this lies in corporate dynamics. Leaders who appear supportive of their teams but privately undermine them erode morale and create a toxic work culture. For instance, Elizabeth Holmes's duplicity extended to her employees, who were often misled or silenced, further illustrating how two-faced behavior can have wide-reaching consequences beyond personal relationships. The poison of persistent jealousy. The roots of envy. Jealousy is a powerful emotion that often reveals deep-seated insecurities. Those consumed by envy view your successes as their failures. Instead of celebrating your achievements, they undermine them through passive-aggressive remarks or outright sabotage. Imagine working alongside someone who downplays your promotion saying, "Must be nice to have good luck." Such comments, though seemingly harmless, chip away at trust. Their resentment creates a toxic dynamic where your victories are seen as threats rather than inspirations. Navigating jealous relationships. Jealousy breeds competition, turning friendships into battlegrounds. These individuals may exclude you from opportunities, spread rumors, or subtly diminish your accomplishments. Trusting someone driven by envy is like planting seeds in barren soil. Nothing fruitful can grow. A well-documented example of jealousy undermining trust is the rivalry between Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison. While both men contributed immensely to technological progress, their contentious relationship often involved attempts to discredit one another. Edison's jealousy of Tesla's innovative ideas led to smear campaigns, exemplifying how envy can poison collaboration and trust. On the world stage, the political animosity between Winston Churchill and Charles de Gaulle during World War II is another example. While both leaders were committed to defeating the Axis powers, Churchill often expressed frustration and jealousy over de Gaulle's stubborn independence. This strained relationship highlighted how envy and mistrust can complicate even critical alliances. Dodginess, the shadow of ambiguity. Recognizing evasive behavior. Trust thrives on clarity, but dodgy individuals operate in shadows. They evade direct questions, offer convoluted explanations, and shift blame to avoid accountability. Their stories, often overly elaborate, raise more questions than answers. Mark, a former colleague, epitomized this behavior. His vague assurances about a project's progress masked his lack of preparation. When the truth emerged, it was too late to salvage the situation, leaving his team to deal with the fallout. The danger of ambiguity. Dodgy behavior fosters uncertainty, forcing you to second-guess yourself. These individuals excel at deflecting attention, leaving you frustrated and questioning your instincts. Relationships with such people are fraught with confusion and mistrust. High-profile scandals, such as the Enron collapse, illustrate the dangers of dodginess on a grand scale. Executives at Enron engaged in evasive practices to mask financial mismanagement, ultimately leading to one of the largest corporate bankruptcies in history. Their inability to provide straightforward answers not only ruined careers, but also shattered public confidence in corporate governance. The sacredness of secrets, the betrayal of confidentiality. Few betrayals cut as deeply as the violation of trust through the revelation of secrets. Those who gossip under the guise of concern or casual conversation demonstrate a blatant disregard for the sanctity of trust. Consider a friend who shares your personal struggles with others, distorting and embellishing your story. This betrayal isn't just about the secret itself, but the breach of a sacred bond. Once trust is broken, it's nearly impossible to rebuild. Another example is the widespread exposure of sensitive information by high-profile whistleblowers. Edward Snowden's disclosure of classified NSA documents brought issues of privacy and security to global attention. While some praised his actions as a necessary challenge to unchecked governmental power, others condemned them as a breach of trust that compromised national security. This polarizing incident underscores the complex interplay between confidentiality, trust, and ethical responsibility on a global scale. Protecting your vulnerabilities. Trusting someone who cannot keep your secrets is like storing treasure in a glass box. Inevitably, it will shatter. Genuine relationships require a foundation of respect and loyalty, without which trust cannot thrive. Public figures such as Oprah Winfrey have emphasized the importance of safeguarding personal boundaries. Oprah's candid discussions about her private life demonstrate how carefully choosing confidants can protect one's vulnerabilities. Her example reminds us that building trust requires discernment, and protecting secrets is integral to maintaining authentic connections. Stories that illustrate the lessons. Throughout history, stories have been a powerful medium for conveying moral lessons. For instance, the Buddhist tale of the scorpion and the turtle highlights the inherent nature of individuals. The scorpion, despite promising not to sting, cannot change its nature and ultimately brings harm. Similarly, in Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius advises caution when dealing with those who lack integrity, emphasizing the importance of discernment in our associations. The tale of Julius Caesar's betrayal by Brutus provides another timeless example. Despite their close relationship, Brutus's disloyalty led to Caesar's tragic downfall. This historical event underscores the destructive power of misplaced trust and the importance of vigilance in choosing whom to confide in. Trust is the cornerstone of meaningful relationships. Recognizing the signs of untrustworthiness, self-deception, duplicity, jealousy, dodginess, and betrayal of secrets empowers us to make informed decisions about whom we allow into our lives. By fostering relationships based on honesty, respect, and mutual support, we create a foundation for personal growth and lasting connections. As we navigate the complexities of human interactions, let us prioritize trustworthiness in ourselves and others. Life is too short to waste on relationships that drain our energy and compromise our values. Choose wisely, protect your peace, and cultivate a circle of genuine connections that uplift and inspire.